We are starting off this discussion with a company that really cares for its employees, really understands the hardships they face, and are doing everything within their power to help them plan for their future, as long as they don't ever plan to drive anywhere, ever need health care, or eat anything ever. I'm once again joined by my amazing panel of Tina Dupuy, comedian Frank Conniff, and comedian Maysoon Zayid, and we're talking about McDonald's, which came under fire this week for a financial planning site they promoted called Practical Money Skills for Life, which was created to help their workforce budget their minimum wage salaries. Unfortunately, someone noticed that the budget created for employees earning $7.72 an hour after taxes left out a few important things, like food, gas, and only allotted $20 a month for health care. So, I'd be ready to go off and join the Hamburglar in a life of crime. Tina, what does this say about the class divide in our country where the execs are this much out of touch with their employees?
Okay, first off, they've always said that the people who are making minimum wage are teenagers, and Ray Kroc very famously lobbied Nixon to lower the minimum wage for teenagers, because that's the only people who are working for minimum wage.
Exactly.
So every time we try to raise the minimum wage, have a living wage in this country, we hear that people who work at McDonald's, they're not trying to make a living off that. They're just there to keep them out of trouble.
They're all kids doing summer jobs.
And now they've completely blown that out of the water with showing people how you can live, hypothetically, working 60 hours a week and being on food stamps.
It's a great point. Every year, Maysoon, every election year, I hear the right-wing talking point that it's just kids on a summer job. This had them budget $600 a month for rent. You can't get storage in New York City for $600 a month. I mean, does this reveal a contempt for the working class or just a complete cluelessness?
No, I think they really do care about them, and that's why they set this up. And it was their way of saying to them, you need to get another job.
Yeah,
and don't get sick or injured because you can't afford even our health insurance.
I think that's their plan.
The budget couldn't even afford the health insurance that the company itself, provides. So I think this was their way of showing love and saying, be prepared. Don't get sick. Go get another job.
And if you're not allowed to get sick, you really can't eat the McDonald's food while you're working there, because then you're in big trouble.
I think that, when I worked there, it was my first job when I was 16, and they had a very helpful thing like this. We told you where to buy pot. All anybody used with their money when I was working
budget,
there.
They can't even buy pot.
Yeah, they can't.
They can't.
That's crazy.
Their medicinal budget won't get them a dime.
Maybe Grimace will petition Mayor McCheese to raise the living wage. Do you think this will be used in the political fight over minimum wage? Will we see this come back, Tina?
I really hope so. 2 jobs. It says in the budget that you have your first job, which makes you,
you have a job you'll live
and then
off
you have
of.
the second job, which is another, 30 hours a week.
Yeah.
And then you still can't afford to
have your living wage
yourself.
job, and then come work here for the ambiance.
Your home will not be heated, but you don't care because you'll be working 2 jobs.
That's true. They actually do say turn the heat off in winter to afford this. Okay, from the underprivileged, I didn't make it up, to the overprivileged, it's a big announcement from the right of the aisle. Ooh, take a listen.
Hi, I'm Liz Cheney. Over the last several years, citizens across our great state have urged me to consider running for the Senate in 2014. I've listened carefully and discussed the possibility of running for office at length with Phil and the kids. Today, I am launching my candidacy for the United States Senate.
Wow, you can smell the sulfur from here. Is anyone surprised by this, aside from popular incumbent who doesn't want to lose his job, Republican Mike Enzi? Frank?
Well, I just think it's very inspiring that a daughter of a war criminal can pull herself up by her bootstraps and achieve something in life. And let's not associate her totally with her dad. She's a reprehensible person in her own right.
It's true.
So let's give her credit.
We have to give her credit for her own knowledge. She went on Fox News and said that we were never attacked by terrorists under George W. Bush. I'm glad they left out 9/11 from her. Former White House press secretary under Bush, Ari Fleischer, commented on Ms. Cheney's decision, saying this is not the right race at the right time, and former Wyoming Senator Alan Simpson predicted that Ms. Cheney's run would be, quote, the destruction of the Republican Party of Wyoming. So, Maysoon, is there a downside to that?
No, this is the entire thing is upside to me. Getting to see, Dick on the campaign trail again, something that makes me very, very happy. And when I found, what I found most impressive about her is that she actually used the word change, because nepotism is something new for the Senate. And it's like, there's nothing original about what she's doing. Not the name, and not she's pulling a Hillary Clinton. Hillary already did the move to the state, and suddenly you're a native.
Her dad did it. Her dad did it in 2000.
The nepotism is so Wrong. I hope Luke Russer does a report about it.
I'm sure he and Meghan McCain.
Right. She's a very cranky Ben Quayle.
I know. Well,
The other thing, it's like you have a person who's an actual news commentator. No, she's not. Okay,
well, she
go
is.
ahead.
Well, she's on
She-
Sunday.
That's not news.
She's
I'm
on the
sorry.
Sunday
She's
show.
a reality star.
Yeah, she's
right?
on Fox
Yeah.
News, yes.
Yeah,
But you know what? I have to
exactly.
believe that Mike Enzi, who's had the job for a while, has the fundraising apparatus. I don't see her being much of a threat. Are the Cheneys that popular in Wyoming, where they don't live?
They have money. They have money. Money
have
buys
money.
you everything in Wyoming,
That's
like a
right.
big piece
Right,
of the
because
sky.
there's nothing in Wyoming that you. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like there's 600,000 people who live there. Not like half of them are under 18. So you figure there's like what, 36 people who are going to vote or not vote for
Right.
senator.
And let's not forget that Halliburton gave Dick Cheney $32 million to thank him for carving up Iraq in advance. Frank, you get the last word.
Well, based on what I read, the it's wrong. The Republican Party in Wyoming is in danger because there's nothing but Republicans there. So no matter who wins the primary is going to be the next senator from Wyoming, and it will be a Republican.
That's very true. It just depends on will it be Mike Enzi or someone more evil. I want to thank my fantastic panel, Tina Dupuy, Frank Conniff, and Maysoon Saeed. Love all three of you. Thank you very much for coming in. Hey, do you like jokes about what a racist piece of crap Rush Limbaugh is? Then you might want to stick around. It will be worth it.